What's going on, Aries? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for April 20th through May 5th, 2023. So we are smack in the middle of a very intense eclipse period right now, Aries, and we just had a solar eclipse in Aries on the 20th or 19th of April, depending on where you are in the world, and we're going to have a very powerful lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th, 2023. And so right now, when you're watching this, we're going to be in the middle of the eclipses, and so this reading is going to focus on that time period for you. So we're going to look at your recent past, your present energies, and your immediate future, but as it pertains to this eclipse period. So because Mercury just went retrograde, let me explain. The recent past energy, Aries, will be represented by the time period up until the 20th of April, so the time before the eclipse, the solar eclipse. The current present energy will represent the time in between the eclipses, so from the 20th of April to the 5th of May, and then the immediate future energy in this reading, if past, present, future, will be represented by the time after May 5th, okay, after the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So hopefully that helps understand how to format the reading, but those are not strict guidelines. Those are simply basic guidelines, but please use your intuition because timelines are fluid, but for the most part, that's how it will work. Aries, if this reading happens to resonate with you, this general reading, definitely smash that like button. If you are new here, subscribe down below. If you resonate, I would also really appreciate that. It goes a long way. But without further ado, Aries, let's go ahead and pull the energy and see what wants to come through for you for this eclipse season reading. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aries. Thanks. So go ahead and see what we got, Aries. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Your opportunity, Aries, for this eclipse season is the Three of Wands. All right. So the Three of Wands is really a card of plotting, a card about remaining optimistic, a card about being confident that what you have set into motion will come in. Your ships will come in. So if you've recently set something into motion, you recently started talking to a new person and you want to move forward with them, or something that you recently set into motion, like maybe this eclipse on the 20th for a lot of you has redefined your career goals or some sort of aspirations, then there's some sort of stick-to-itiveness like in your opportunity. Like you may not, like the day that you plant the seed is not the same day that you eat the fruit, so there may be an opportunity to wait out a period of like brewing culmination with some sort of new choice that you just made, because right, the Three of Wands comes right after what? The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about a choice point. Recently you made a choice. For a lot of you, this, I'm getting split. For some of you it's career, for some of you it's relationship, for some of you it's both. So we're gonna have to clarify in a moment, Aries, why that's your opportunity. Now your challenge is the Eight of Swords. So really the Eight of Swords is usually self-imposed limitation, right? The swords are not pointed at you here, Aries. They're pointed down. So there's some sort of area that you're stuck in, seemingly, in this eclipse season, but you're not actually as stuck as you think. For a lot of you, the thing that you recently set in motion, the big choice that you just made, whether it's I'm going to start talking to this person or I'm going to do this new career goal or whatever it is, for a lot of you here, this energy, Aries, I just had something that just slipped my mind. Like I literally just had like a download straight up from Mercury, the messenger of the gods, and it slipped. But let's see if we can get back to it. Oh yeah, here's what it is. For a lot of you, it's just going to take a little bit of time, but some of you may be doubting that like this will ever happen because of the time that it needs to take, but I think it will. With whatever new endeavor that you recently made a choice point, okay, I'm going this way or that way. So just be aware of that. I really hate it when I get a download and then it's like, where did it go? You know what I mean? So spirit guides, I need extra protection from, the 5G or whatever it is, or my own self. So in your recent past, and we're going to clarify that, but in your recent past, Aries, so the time period up until the 20th of April, you have the High Priestess, the Death card, and the Queen of Cups. So there's some sort of intuitive ending, like some sort of transformation that needed to take place. And I feel like it did take place, honestly, here, Aries, for you. Once again, there could have been an old way of doing things, showing up to your job, doing a specific career or relationship. There's some sort of intuitive different way of doing things. You have love tied up to this. So some of you, there is a soul contract I'm getting like coming to an end or changing. Maybe not coming to an end, but there's someone here who you have a lot of love for. It could be friend, family member, someone you're really close to. In the recent past, like something peacefully came to an end or something peacefully got redefined, so like let's redefine in our relationship. Are we, for example, like are we in a closed relationship or an open relationship? There could have been a change with that. For some of you, we're going to have to see when we clarify. When it comes to your, Aries, to the present moment, so from the 20th of April to the 5th of May, the overall energy is the 9 of Cups, the Moon, and also the 8 of Cups. So for a lot of you, this is a really big energy of what's going to make me happy. What is going to make me happy? I don't know, right? The Moon is your subconscious. It's the unconscious mind. It's the unknown. And the 9 of Cups is emotional happiness. So a lot of you are really like, I don't know what's going to make me happy. But then you have this 8 of Cups. And so you do know what's not making you happy, though. One thing you do know is like, you may not know. That's really what this is about. You may not know what's going to make you happy, but you know what is not going to make you happy. And so we're really going to have to clarify this, Aries, why this is here. It's interesting, like the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups is like sequential order. So just be aware of that. So and then Aries, in the future though, after May 5th, a lot of you are going to have a new relationship coming in for you. It's going to start off really weirdly for some of you, especially the single ones out there, Aries. You have, after the 5th of May, the 10 of Cups. Like literally almost every sign has been having the 10 of Cups come out, like in the immediate future after May 5th. And so there's clarity about a long-term wish fulfillment, right? The 10 of Cups is about like happily ever after. For some of you, it's going to be literally manifesting that if you've been on certain like phases. But for others, I mean, it is interesting. You have the 9 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and now you have the 10 of Cups. So everything happens in sequential order. You have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Clarity around, this could have to do with children, by the way, for some of you here, Aries. So just be aware of that. But that's the overall general energy. But now let's really get into your reading. So from the May, you may find the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, or some of you, you may, if you're single, you may run into someone that you didn't expect there to be love, and then there's love, something like that, right? So just be aware of that. So let's go ahead and start clarifying this reading. Not the most exciting reading, I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't see anything so far about, like, I think you're going to have more fun once the lunar eclipse happens, because up until that point, it's like a lot of inner things happening for you, Aries. Let's see why the 5 of Wands is here. Excuse me, why is the 3 of Wands in your opportunity, please? Three of Wands in your opportunity is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Hermit, and also the Page of Pentacles here, Aries. All right, so a lot of you are going to be like, there's an opportunity for you to get a little bit serious and disconnect from immature people, or disconnect from people who don't have the same end goal as you, or something like that, right? Your opportunity being the Hermit and the Three of Cups, that stands out to me first, right? These are the first two cards. And that screams to me there's an opportunity to disconnect from some sort of social group around you. You also have the Page of Pentacles lining up with it. So what this means is a few things. Some of you were planning on going into business with a friend and you decide to back out of it. That's your opportunity. If you're deciding to really take like a big jump into business with a friend, or like with someone who's trying to be like, it's not a professional thing. It's professional, but it's like, we're more friends than we are business. Like, if someone's trying to come at you in this eclipse season, Aries, and you're like, yeah, we're professional, but like, we're cool, so we're going into business like this. Like, rethink that. I'm telling you, rethink it. Rethink it. For others of you, though, this has to do with a relationship dynamic that's already existing between you and a lover of, and this is not for all of you, very select few of you, but I'm getting it, so I have to say it. Very select few of you, one person wants an open relationship and someone else thinks they do, but they actually don't. So like, you might like the idea of it, but then in practice someone actually doesn't like it, or it creates weirdness. For others of you though, it's just about getting serious about work and kind of lessening the whole play. You know, not that like you, but maybe it's, I do think there's an opportunity to bring play into your work, like Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So some of you, something about dopamine I'm getting, like, how do you get your dopamine? Do you get dopamine from doing things that are like gonna ultimately kill you in the end, or can you rewire your brain to get dopamine from things that are actually good for you? Because you can, and that's really the secret to life, is like, wire your brain to get dopamine from things that you need to do, or that you like, you know. So I don't know, Aries, very intense energy though. I know that's a lot, but let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords in your challenge? Why are you stuck? Yeah, some of you have all the potential in the world to accomplish your long-term goal. It just seems a little bit daunting at this point for you, but you're going to get there, whether that's to create a family, manifest a new lover, girlfriend, boyfriend, or career. It's like, it seems like, oh my God, this is really scary and there's no way I could do that, but like, it's already set in motion. Like, you already, like, okay, well, this is going to be different for different Aries out there for sure. But for some of you here, Aries, your challenge is the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, for those of you that are in a commitment and like, there's something off with it though, right? Like, and because it's your challenge, the Ten of Pentacles has to do with long term, the Lovers has to do with a choice of person, the Queen of Wands, passion, fiery energy woman, and the Three of Swords here to your challenge, the Eight of Swords. A lot of you, once again, like, some of you could really be staying stuck in something that is not for you, or you're having a hard time moving on from a recent breakup or a recent redefinition to a relationship. For some of you, there's really someone that you need to go away from. I don't know who this is, but there's someone who's like preventing the next stage of your life from happening just by being around them. It could be someone that you've had in your life for at least 10 years, for some, not for all of you, but you have the Ten of Pentacles there. For others of you, if it's not a relationship thing, the Eight of Swords, there's something about just like overcoming the initial decision, the pain of making the initial decision, and like knowing because you're gonna be successful in the long term about what you want to do. Whatever decision, remember, your opportunity is the Three of Wands to double down on a recent decision that you've made. A lot of you, this has to do with an alteration to the way that you make money or career or a relationship. You're going to be successful at it, but you just need to get over that first sting, right? Like, it's always the most difficult in the beginning. Like, take this tarot channel, for example. Like how hard was it for me to record readings back in, like, 2 years ago? Like, really difficult, not comfortable on camera, blah, blah, blah. It just gets easier as you go, though, because the decision has already been made from a higher level, even right here. So let's keep going though, Aries. Let's clarify the death card in your recent past. Why is the death card here in your recent past, Aries? Well, unfinished, halfway ending for a lot of you. Man. The death card in your recent past is clarified with the 10 of Wands, the Moon, and also the 9 of Cups here in your recent past here, Aries. So once again, the death card clarified with the 10 of Wands and the Moon and the 9 of Wands here. And you also have the Moon in your overall general energy. So I feel like there's a halfway ending right now. I feel like there's something you're still tied to. There's a relationship, there's a career you're still tied to. And like you said, like, okay, this is over now, or this really, the way that this relationship is going to go is going to change now, or it's over, but then it's not, then it's not. And then that's why you're still going to be dealing with letting go of this, whatever this is, the 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the Moon when it comes to, and wait, you have the Moon and the 9 of Cups here as well. All right, so then we have to take a look deeper at that. And you have all this intuition, and you have Cups, all this weird like High Priestess, Moon, to all these like Queen of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups twice. So, yeah, Aries, I don't know. Like, there could be someone who is like emotionally manipulating you to like to either leave or stay, depending on who you are. Like there's like games being played, and then it's like if you call out the person who's playing the games with you, they're like, I'm not playing games, I'm up front. And you're like, I can see your shadow though, or you can't see. And so this is kind of a rough reading, Aries, I'm not gonna lie. Compared to the other signs, I think once May comes, you're going to be good. Once the 5th of May comes, you're going to be in a different reality. But up until that point, there's a lot of emotional, subconscious, weird things going on behind the scenes in your inner world. Okay? So with that being said, let's clarify why this 8 of Cups is here in your overall general energy. Why is the 8 of Cups here in your overall general energy? All right, well, the 8 of Cups is clarified by the King of Wands. So some of you who are a fire sign male yourself may be walking away from a potential water sign, or for those of you that are ladies, females watching this, you could be walking away from a fire sign. Or once again, if it's not a complete walk away, it's a read. Clearly, like I need my there's something here about an emotional boundary that you're setting with someone or with your past, having to do with like work. Like there's some sort of like, maybe you're not like saying, okay, like we're completely broken up or we're done forever, but it's like we're different now. But then there could be something about you're manipulating someone or someone else is manipulating you to not really fully follow that agreement that you made. Or this could be within your own self relating to whatever this decision was that you recently came to. Now it's time to double down on that decision. There's a hard time committing and doubling down. But once the 5th of May comes around, you're not going to be in that anymore, Aries. You really won't. So I want to do a few more. Let's do the Moon card here. Why is the Moon card here for you, Aries, in your overall general energy from the in between eclipses, right? It's interesting the Moon would be here during, we're talking about the eclipses, right? The Moon in your overall general energy is clarified for the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and also the Chariot. So for a lot of you, there could be a resistance to new love in your life, resistance to following that, whatever commitment you made. Once again, the Moon is like, to this energy here, I really feel like you're fighting with yourself or someone has their hooks into you. Like, I think deep down your soul is craving new love, Aries. Now, if you're in a marriage and you're happily married and that's your thing, then you're probably not watching this reading, right? I mean, some of you are, and like, I really respect you for being able to have discernment and take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Like, you got my biggest respect out of all the audience members, actually, to the committed ones who are still here. But what I'm getting from this is like the overall energy for everyone is like you want new love deep down. You're bored or something. It's like you're stuck, right? I mean, lovers to the 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords in your challenge, right? Like, you want new love. So whether this is the idea of someone that you can't move on from, an energetic cord, or they're physically still in your life here, Aries, I think you want a completely new beginning here. Now, for those of you committed ones still watching, like, it's, once again, redefining the relationship. For those of you that are still in something, though, and you really, like, there could be a new beginning that happens on the 5th of May for you. 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords to the Page of Cups here. I meditate to the sounds of trains. All right, let's go to your future, and then we're out of here. What do you have clarity about? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Why is the Ace of Swords here, Aries, in your immediate future? So May 5th onward, why is the Ace of Swords here? Aries. Aries. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the 8 of Cups. What have we been talking about, Aries? This is exactly what we've been talking about, right? So there's clarity about what you need to leave behind. You have this one, I'm going to throw up right now. You have the 2 of Cups and the Magician. So for some of you, you're leaving behind someone that you're constantly in a spiritual battle with. I don't mean dark spiritual battle for some of you, but a lot of you, it's like you've merged your soul a little too close with someone, whether it's a lover, a family, like whoever this is for you. There's something about like you being independent, like you needing to have a fresh independent start. Even if it's like, okay, we're redefining the relationship because it takes 2 whole and complete people to make a relationship work. Because what I'm getting from this is that probably both of you, but one of you is dependent on the other. There's this weird, like, outdated energetic cord that you have with this person. And love is there, don't get me wrong, right? Queen of Cups is there in the past, but it's like, I don't know what to say. I'm out. All right. Thank you for watching this, Aries. I hope that this provided clarity and insight, and I'll talk to you next.